Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. It's a chilly morning out. It was below freezing when I got up this morning. Now it's 33. So yeah, I can officially say the grass has stopped growing. Which we did get some decent rains last month or so, with some warmer temperatures. We did get some grass sort of stockpiled for winter. We'll be out of grass here in 2-3 weeks. But since it's been like a month since I made a video, I've got some updates for you. We did get some calves weaned, all the calves at home. They're weaned. We'll be feeding them here in a minute or two. I'll show you some of the new fall calves. And then last but not least, you can probably see all the rust and dirt on my hoodie here. I've been working on a welding project for the last couple weeks I'm pretty excited about. So I'll show you that at the end. Kind of tell you my plans for that. Anyway, let's go get the calves fed. So up here in one of the feed lofts, I gotta get some more feed knocked down this hole. So I don't have enough feed in there to feed this morning, so anyway, while I'm up here, I'm gonna crawl over to this side. Do the same thing over here. I don't know, I'd say we've got maybe a ton and a half left in here. Then we'll be out. Then we'll be out on this side. We've got a whole nother side of this over there, and it should still have another ton or ton and a half in it as well. So we get a full 18-ton semi-load in here, and you can imagine the feed is going almost to the ceiling. So we've emptied it out pretty good. Starting to run low, but that is it for now. Well guys, here are the weaned calves, and we weaned them on election day morning, so they're a couple weeks in. Of course they quit balling in 2-3 days. We were fence line weaning, so we had them in this whole area with 5-6 bales of hay, and then their mothers were right along that fence there. So fence line weaned them, gave them shots. They've had their first round. Of course they had a round when they were 5 months old as well, so technically second round of shots. But anyway, they've had their first round recently. They'll get their second round of shots here in another week or two. course, as you can see, they're on feed. They're going out on pasture. They've also got some hay in there. This isn't a huge group of calves, as you can tell. Normally we've got 5 or 6 other feeders out there, and those are full too. But next year we'll have another 30, because since we kept 30 heifers back, we've got 30 bred heifers. Next year we'll have another 30 to add on to this group. Of course, there's one that never found her way in the gate, but next year we'll have 30 more to put in here. You might also be able to tell we've got 3 cows in here. These are 3 cull cows. The red one lost her calf this fall. That second black one lost her calf this fall. And then the third one never calved. So might as well put some weight on them while cull cows are worth something. And they're getting feed with the rest of them. So as you can tell, this group is pretty uniform. Of course, there are a couple bigger ones and a couple real small ones, but for the most part, pretty uniform. I'd say they weaned out 550. Steers probably weaned out 600. And then there's some Holstein, quarter Holstein calves. You can see they're a lot framier, a lot bigger. Yeah, pretty pleased with this set. There would be 10 or 15 heifers I'd like to keep, but at this point, we don't have room for them. Calves are high enough. Don't see a reason in holding on to them. So we aren't keeping any heifers back. This whole group will be going. And if you guys remember, when this group was born, I kept saying we had a ton of heifers. And of course, when we ran them all through the chute, doing our counts, 65% heifers. So not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was closer to 70, but which if we were keeping back a bunch of heifers, I'd be fine with it, but don't have any intentions of doing so. So I wish we'd have 50-50 at least, if not 65% steers, but it is what it is. Still happy with them. The heifers are almost just as big as the steers. So we waited longer than we normally do to wean these because we had cold weather, wet weather, and my dad was wanting to get it done before hunting season. And I was like, if we can just wait another 2 weeks, when this weather clears up, I'm gonna be a lot happier. So that's what we did. We waited a while. Didn't have a single sick calf even after weaning, even after they got their shots. So I cannot complain. 20 some days in, no sick calves, and they're all vaccinated. So pretty pleased with that. Normally when we wean the fall calves, we don't have any calves get sick when we wean, but when we wean the spring ones like this group, we might have 2 out of 70 or 80 that get sick, and this year is 0, so pretty pleased with that. Now I need to get some hay fed, but we got the hay trailer on the truck, and yes, I do still have some more hay to haul, but when I'm hauling now, got some 7/8 sucker rod. Last batch I got was 1 inch, but 7/8. And then I've got some 2 3/8 pipe, 32 foot and 24 foot. So that stuff is for the welding project, which I'll get to here in a little bit. But first I need to get this trailer off and go feed some hay. If you guys remember, I bought this trailer new earlier this summer, and having a bunch of trouble right when I brought it home with this here. Holes weren't lining up, but we did some hammering on it and took the torch to it, bent it where it was supposed to be, and now it works fine. Trailer dumps, and I don't have to hammer this pin out every time like I was doing. So just fed the rental farm cows their hay. and they've been getting a bale and a half a day. There's 44 calves out here, about 38 calves. Anyway, the spring-born calves are getting big. I'll try to show you a couple of them here. They're gonna be, bigger ones are probably gonna weigh 650, the Beefmaster crosses. The ones off the cull cows are gonna be lighter, probably 500, 550. But still not bad, can't really complain. Calves have grown really well, and even these fall-born calves right here. So take a look at this red one. And then take a look at that little red guy. So that bigger calf is out of this Longhorn cross, and then that little guy, he's the one that was born a week and a half ago. He's out of that Longhorn cross. So came out almost identical to the older one. Anyway, like I said, these calves are getting big. They need to be dehorned, bulls need to be banded, they're all still bulls. So yeah, I need to get them caught and weaned ASAP, that way I can have them ready to sell. And actually, these two cows here, the black one and the white one, they were both supposed to calve this fall. They have not, and neither of them are really looking close either. Both of them really fat. Charlotte is not showing whatsoever. The black one, she might calve. It's hard for me to say. So needing to get these calves caught and weaned brings me to my welding project. So what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks is getting some freestanding panels welded together, built, and I still have not figured out how to haul them over here. I don't have them all done, but I'll give you a quick glance at what I built so far. And hopefully next week I'll post not really a tutorial, because this is my first time doing it, but I'll just show you guys kind of what I did and give you some measurements and all that stuff. So if you're interested in seeing the whole process and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification whenever I post that one. Yeah, hoping to have that video out sometime next week. And actually I forgot, before I show you the panels, I do need to move the group at home first, so I'll move them real quick to some fresh pasture, then we'll talk panels. Well guys, got the cows moved, and calves I guess. I think we're done fall calving. I don't think there's any left to go. I've got a couple to sell that either didn't calve or lost their calf. We've got most of them caught already. But in terms of grass, with this warm November we've had and a lot of rain, fescue has come back quite nicely. Cows have got quite a bit to pick on out here. I was afraid we'd be feeding hay full time by now, but I'd say we've got another, I don't know, 2-3 weeks maybe Before we'll be feeding hay. So guys, here's what I've been working on the last couple weeks. These are freestanding panels. If you guys haven't seen these before, basically panels with legs on them, and then chain them together. These are 24 foot long, and I was supposed to make them 6 foot tall. Some of the ones you can buy, they make them like 6'2", anywhere in that range. So on these, I didn't do my math correct. All the pipe I was buying, I just didn't want to have any, foot long cutoffs everywhere. So I used every single bit of the pipe, didn't have any waste on these, and they ended up being 6'7". So they're a little bit too tall. This was the first one I made. I made a number of mistakes on it. You can see it's not perfectly straight up and down. The other 3 I built, I fixed all of my mistakes on the first one. So the other one, we got all the uprights perfectly at a 90, and got all my tabs welded in, chains welded on. This one running this way has a gate on it, and then the one I filmed doing my sort of tutorial video on these, this is it. So I also added a gate on this one, so I'll have 2 with swinging gates, and then I've got another one I'm working on right now. I'll show you that one here in a minute. But yeah, 24 foot long, a little over 6 foot tall. Basically the plan is to make a big rectangle with these 2 with gates on the end. It'll be 48 by 24, and that should be big enough to catch calves. Then if I need to catch the whole cow herd and either get them preg checked or sell some, it should be big enough for that as well. So this is going on the rental farm temporarily. The good thing about this, if I lose the lease on the rental farm, I can just get a trailer, haul these home, and they don't stay with the property. So anyway, these are just made with 2 3/8 pipe. This is new pipe. I didn't go with used, even though it was slightly cheaper. I'm not incredible at welding, so new pipe, just a whole lot easier to work with for me. This is 1-inch sucker rod with clips on it, 1-inch clips. So these things are sturdy. Of course, you can shake them, but once they're all chained together and in a rectangle, cows won't be able to push them out. Ought to work pretty nice. So the one thing I have left, I'm thinking about putting caps on the end of all the pipes, because I haven't done that yet, as you can see. Then the other thing is I'm probably going to put some sort of bracing onto the legs, because I feel like the legs are the weak point. These probably weigh 600 pounds. So if a cow or bull does slam into one at full speed and it tries to tip, I have a feeling these legs are going to be the first to go. The panel itself will be fine. It's just those legs might bend or break off where I welded. So thinking about putting some supports on one side at an angle there. But yeah, other than that, these are the panels. I'll show you what I'm working on now though. And this is what I'm working on now. I've got 2 of these to build. These are going to be freestanding bow gates. So you can see the outline there. This is a 10-foot gate, and then those are 14-foot posts. So it's going to extend another 14 feet out. So this will be a 24-foot long panel with the 10-foot gate on it. I've already got it saddled. Pipes are ready to weld. I just need to get it leveled out and then get it welded. So that's a project for later today. So yeah, I have 2 of these to build, 2 24-foot panels with a 10-foot gate built in. This one will go at the very end of the 24 by 48, and then the other one is going to be used. If this was standing up, the other one would be running this way, and I'll load out of this. It'll make an alley, and I'll basically load out of this gate here. I'll have a video coming out next week of sort of a, not really a tutorial like I said, but sort of how I built these and the dimensions and all that kind of stuff. That'll be in a video coming out next week, so if you're interested in that and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You'll get a notification when that gets posted. And then once I have all of the panels done, I'm going to make a video about hauling them over there, getting the corral set up, and hopefully catching some calves. So that's why I'm building these, because as you guys saw a video or 2 ago, tried to catch a couple bull calves and they This is not the first time, but they knocked down my whole little portable corral setup. So anyway, they shouldn't be able to knock this over, and it'll be a little safer for me in there when I'm catching cows or sorting calves. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Appreciate you all watching. And with that being said, I will see you all next time.